What's up guys, it's Apollo, and today I'm bringing you another video. Today I'm reviewing Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Now, this is my own opinion, and we all have our own. Now, if you want to put your opinion down in the comment section down below, that would be awesome. Now, let's get into the review. First, I want to start with my dislikes. I really dislike Jar Jar. His introduction to the movie, terrible. His dialogue throughout the whole entire movie, terrible. His purpose, even in the prequels, are just terrible. He makes no sense. He does not fit in with the movie at all. It's just like a C-3PO character in the background, but it's actually terrible. C-3PO is awesome, and I like C-3PO's dialogue, but Jar Jar is just not even close to that, and he's just god-awful. The underwater city, it's just, I did not like that at all. I felt like it was out of place, and it was just terrible. And in general, I really just don't like the Gungan race. The way they talk, how they talk.
You something big doo-doo this time.
The worst line in Star Wars, and I'm just pissed off that it is even in Star Wars. The Gungan King I don't like him. It's annoying how every time he agrees with something, he does that little motorboat thing. It's terrible. Now, some of the CGI in this movie is actually pretty good, and I'll get at what I like in the movie in a second, but first we gotta get through all the dislikes. Some scenes of the CGI is just so bad, it makes no sense to me. Granted, I know this movie was made in 1999, but I would really like to see some actual sets with a CGI in the background here and there to kind of spice it up a bit, and I know some scenes in the movies require more CGI, like the pod racing scene, but like when they're in the battlefield with the Gungans versus the droids, the CGI when they pan out and see the whole grass, it did not look good at all. Now granted, some of the close-up shots when it's the Gungans and the droids close up, it doesn't look too bad, but it's just when it pans out, it's just, I don't like it. And that, speaking about that scene with the droids and Gungans, I hated that scene. It was just so bad. Like, I know they're there so the good guys can sneak into the throne room to take back over to Boo, but it's just, I felt like it could have been executed a lot better than it actually was. Now, talking about the droids, I hate how dumb they are. I feel like it's just a cop-out for the good guys to get away, and it's, to me, the droids, if they're a little smarter, they couldn't just do anything. Like, the good guys can just wipe them out so fast, and it makes no sense to me. And now we get to Tatooine. I didn't mind Tatooine's movie. Granted, I know we're there, so we get introduced to Anakin, and that's how he gets introduced, but I thought Tatooine was pretty good. I really didn't mind it that much of the movie. I really didn't like Watto that much. I really didn't like his character. I mean, he's a tolerable character, but I really just didn't like him. I mean, granted, it shows the scum and villainy that is on Tatooine and houses Tatooine. I mean, that's the reason why it's tolerable, but overall, I really don't like his character. Now, we get into Anakin. Jake Lloyd I did not like his dialogue. I did not like how he talked. It's just how Jake Lloyd portrayed Anakin in this movie, I did not like at all. Now, quick fact for some of you guys that don't know, Anakin in this movie was actually supposed to be like a teenager, kind of how old he was in Attack of the Clones, maybe a little younger, but at the last minute when George Lucas was writing the movie, he decided to switch it up. And I would like to see how this movie would have gone if he was actually older instead of this kid. I felt like the performance of Anakin in this movie would have been a lot better. And Anakin's dialogue with Padme is just so bad. Like,
are you an angel?
What?
An angel. I heard the deep space pilots talk about them. They're the most beautiful creatures in the universe.
It's just, I hate how he was trying to flirt with him. Granted, I know that George was trying to set up their love for the next two movies, but I felt like it was just so bad. Like, a 7-year-old, maybe 10-year-old should not be flirting with a teenager. It's just bad. I don't like it at all. Small little nitpick here, but I really don't like how they call it laser swords. It's a lightsaber, so just call it a lightsaber, but that's just a small little nitpick I really don't like about the movie. Then, how Qui-Gon talks about the midichlorians. Just the midichlorians in general are just so stupid. I felt like it was just crapped all over the original trilogy about how the Force and all that. I just felt like the midichlorians just kind of cancels out all the Force and the original trilogy, and I hated it. Now, a couple scenes goes by, and Anakin, Qui-Gon, and the Queen go back to the Boo, and I really hate how Anakin flies into space. I hate it. I hate how he accidentally presses the trigger and accidentally presses this, so now he's going into space, and he's flying around in space when he's like 10, not even, and it's just stupid. It makes no sense to me, and how he flies into the control ship and destroys it accidentally, and accidentally does everything, and it works out, and he just presses the button and not meaning to destroys the command center.
This!
Oops. And it makes the good guys win. I don't like that at all. Now, beginning of the movie, not terrible. The end of the movie, really liked. But the middle just felt so long. It's so drug out. To me, I kept zoning in and out of the movie, watching it again. And the middle is just really drug out. And when they go back to Coruscant and stuff like that, I felt like some scenes were good, like at the Jedi Temple, but overall, I just don't like it in the middle. It's just so long and drug out. It just kind of takes me out of the movie. It takes me out of the experience. Now, we're going to get into the likes. There's not as much likes as there are dislikes, but the likes are pretty significant in the movie. Qui-Gon Jinn, Liam Neeson, fantastic character. I really loved how Liam Neeson portrayed Qui-Gon. I really liked that. He did a fantastic job. He just did Liam Neeson stuff, and it came across fantastic. I really loved it. He had great quotes. He had great scenes. He had great action. It was just Qui-Gon Jinn overall is an awesome character, and I really like how Liam Neeson comes back and does little cameos in the Clone Wars TV show, and it's actually him, and that's just wraps up his character great. Ian McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi, fantastic. For me, Obi-Wan Kenobi and Ian McGregor are the best constant thing throughout the whole entire prequels. Ian McGregor did a fantastic job portraying him as a Padawan. I like how we see the Sir Alec Guinness stuff in there sprinkled in, just the way he talks and how he talks. It's really awesome. And he did a fantastic job portraying the character. I really didn't like some of the CGI, but I also really liked some of the CGI, like how they're pan out over that Boo. I thought it looked fantastic. It looked great. I mean, like I said earlier, I would like to see more real sets with the CGI sprinkled in over here and there, but for what we got, some of the scenes looked actually really great, and I really liked it for being in 1999. Darth Maul, Ray Park, great character, loved him. I liked everything about him, like his lightsaber. When you think of unique lightsabers, you think of Darth Maul. When you think of really badass Sith, you think of Darth Maul. It's awesome. I'll give the Duel of the Fates in a second, but I really liked to see him more screen time and more him talking more, but we got what we got. But overall, his character, fantastic. I really liked R2 this movie. I mean, granted, he was kind of a background character, but I really liked how he did some R2 stuff, like when they're leaving Naboo, trying to fly past the blockade, and R2 is doing R2 stuff. I really liked him. And on Tatooine, I really liked Sebulba. I really liked him. He was a good character. I really liked how he portrayed that scum and villainy type essence on Tatooine, and I really liked that. He was just I liked him as a character. Natalie Portman. I felt like all of her dialogue was good. Granted, I thought George didn't do as good dialogue with her as she tried her best, and to me, it came across pretty good. Like Obi-Wan Kenobi, she is also a constant throughout. That's pretty good throughout the whole entire prequel era. But I kind of hate how as the movies go on, she gets less and less screen time. But when she's on screen, it's pretty cool. And on Tatooine, I really liked the pod racing element. It looked looked great for being in 1999. Like when they're like flying across the desert, and like you see that like hallucination stuff type thing on the ground. The practical effects were for that scene were fantastic. I thought it was pretty cool to see the Tusken Raider cameos. Pretty cool. And I liked how we saw that bounty hunter cameo, and I really like that. Now we get to the best thing in the whole entire movie. Duel of the Fates. One of the best fights in general. Like, it's top 5, top 3 of best lightsaber fights in the whole entire saga. And it's in 1999. There's 3 movies that are, like, made at this day and age. And this fight from 1999 is fantastic. The choreograph, amazing. I really liked how those laser doors blocked, and we just got a break from all the great action. And I liked how it really built tension. And I really liked how it at the end where Qui-Gon died, Obi-Wan Kenobi is behind that last door. And I really like how he like jumps around and gets amped up for the fight. That's actually Ian McGregor actually getting amped up to do this segment of the fight. And I just thought it came across awesome. I mean, it sucks to see Darth Maul go out, but I mean, the way the movie went, he had to go out, and it was awesome to see him rejuvenated and come back in the Clone Wars TV show and in Solo. I thought it was pretty awesome, and I'm glad we get more of that character. But that's all I got. And before I give you my final rating of the movie, make sure you guys like and subscribe so you guys don't miss another video. And just comment down below if I missed anything, or just put down in the comment section down below your guys' likes and dislikes. And I give this movie a C-. That's just my opinion. In my opinion, it's bottom of the barrel when it comes to Star Wars movies. Alright guys, that's it. My next video will be on Monday, and I'm reviewing Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. And I'll see you guys in the next video.